physical world's systems reveal to us the nature and desires of the spiritual systems that want to rule over us. Hi, this is Barry Phillips, a 10-minute Torah, day number 5 of the Torah portion, Shemot, which means names. And so let's go to chapter number 5 of the book of Exodus, Shemot, and let's go with verse 1. And afterwards Moshe and Aaron went in and said to Pharaoh, "Thus said Yahweh Elohim of Israel, let my people go so that they celebrate a festival to me in the wilderness." And Pharaoh said, "Who is Yahweh, that I should obey his voice to let Israel go? I do not know Yahweh, nor am I going to let Israel go." They said, "The Elohim of the Hebrews has met with us. Please let us go 3 days' journey into the wilderness and slaughter to Yahweh, our Elohim, lest he fall upon us with pestilence or with sword." But the sovereign of Mitzrayim said to them, Moshe and Aaron, "Why do you take the people from their work? Get back to your burdens." And that's what the spiritual systems want, is to put us back under our burdens. Pharaoh said, "See, the people of the land are many now, and you make them cease from their burdens." And that same day Pharaoh commanded the slave drivers of the people and their foremen, saying, "You're no longer to give the people straw to make bricks as before. Let them go and gather straw for themselves." But he commanded that the number of bricks to be made each day was not to be lessened. So Pharaoh, who sees himself as the physical incarnation of the Mitzrayite sun god, sits proudly and arrogantly on the throne and defies Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh of the Hebrews, a people he holds in disdain, in contempt, and has undergone a system of genocide to destroy them. And so it would seem then that the battle of the current ages of that day is now set. So what is this about the people of Israel, the Hebrews, being brickmakers? They were fashioning the cities of Pharaoh, entrapped in a slave system, working for him, making bricks, and then using those same bricks to build whatever Pharaoh's architectural designs were. The word for bricks here is Lebanah, 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 from the root word Leban, which means to be white or whitened or pure. Now, this is the same word that is the name that we read earlier. This is Yaakov's uncle. So it has the name of, or the definition of, being white or pure. A variation of this word is Lebanim, which means white garments, such as the white linen garments worn by the priesthood. So there is this desire here to have things whitened. The picture revealed here, I think, one way of looking at it, is that Israel is serving a man-made system that is enslaving them. One might even attribute it to a spiritual system that is enslaving them, that seeks to make their own whitened, purified source of building materials for these structures, the systems, edifices. So it is an attempt, in one way of looking at it, of earning your own or making your own white righteousness. Spiritual systems will delude us into many facets of self-improvement or courses of some study that says, so many ways to improve your marriage, to be a better parent, to be a better believing business person, to be a better, understand your past and get over it, all of this kind of stuff, without really promoting the work of Yeshua in the midst of it. It's not to say that we can't improve ourselves, we can't be a better family person. Certainly we can. But through just mere self-improvement mechanics, without involving the spiritual power and work of the Ruach HaKodesh, or the atoning work of Yeshua, It doesn't always turn out the way we desire, does it? So they're using straw to hold it all together. The Hebrew here is teben, T-E-B-E-N, if you want to spell that out, T-E-B-E-N, teben. And it's a word that we see two thoughts. Number one, obviously you would see the B-E-N, that's ben, that's son. And you also see the tav, the letter tav in Hebrew, meaning covenant or sign of the covenant. So the spiritual system of Pharaoh is allowing them to acknowledge the Son, go look for the Son, to go look for the covenant. But they had to find them themselves, as he says, this system of mine will no longer provide a revelation of him. If you want him, go find him. Well, they really didn't find him as straw. What they found was stubble or cash, K-A-S-H, cash, what we would call chaff or chaff. And so they are ending up in their attempts to find the Son. They're finding a replacement for the Son. They don't have straw, they're finding stubble instead. If you look in the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1 through 3, and Obadiah, or Abijah, chapter 1, verse 18, you will find the references to chaff or to stubble. And the only thing that it's good for is to be gathered and burned with fire. This is the Esau system. It partners with the Pharaoh system. These are spiritual systems that seek to enslave. They promise a grand-looking structure on the outside, but it's full of the enslaved efforts of man running amok, running here, running there, looking for what it is that will satisfy. The problem is that once you build it, you end up with what Yeshua says. You have these grand sepulchres, white on the outside, but indeed on the inside, they're full of dead men's bones. We'd like to say that once we've come out of whatever the previous systems we were a part of, if we've done that, that we are on the road to better things. The questioning process, the investigating process, the crying out to Yah process, show me what truth is. I need to understand the scriptures for myself, etc. We go through all of those things, and those are good steps to take. But once we leave whatever it is that Yah leads us out of, however that is revealed to us, oftentimes we just find ourselves replicating that all over again. There's sincerity of heart, there is earnestness of desire, there is a cry to seek the face of Yeshua and find him. But we can't help ourselves. We get addicted to people supplying for us the revelation that we think that we have to have. It's good to have teachers. It's good to have preachers, evangelists, apostles. We need the prophets. We need the gifts in operation, yes. But we also need to be able to pick up this book and read the pages and see Yeshua step out of the pages and reveal himself to us for ourselves. That's not to say that everything that we see and we think we understand is legit and true. We have to test it. We have to measure it against other texts. We have to throw it against the wall with other people that we trust and believe. I'm seeing something. Will you help me make sure that I'm balanced here? I do that. Anyone with any credibility should do that. But let's not be dependent upon systems, spiritual systems, to provide the straw that we need, lest we go and find nothing but stubble. Yeshua, stand up in the pages and reveal yourself to us. Shabbat shalom to all of you. Indeed, this Shabbat, may you find rest. May you find the face of Yeshua. May you hear his voice. May this Torah portion speak powerfully to you. May you be renewed in his spirit. and we will see you again next week. Until then, Shabbat Shalom.